Today a reader, tomorrow a leader. SSET Englishtown.
Hello and welcome to another SSET video. Today we are doing 2BS writing. We are doing My Next Grammar Student Book 1. So this is our 4 p.m. Monday, Wednesday, Friday class. No, it's recording. So this is our Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 4 p.m. class. We are doing only this book, My Next Grammar, the student book, and we are doing the workbook as well. So we're doing both books. All right, first we're going to check homework on page 112. And then we will do pages 34, 35, 36, and 37. All right, so let's check our homework first. So homework is Unit 7. All right, so let's do number 1. You have to complete the sentence in present tense. So number 1. Something in a bank, and the word is work, and we have to make a question. So,
do you work in a bank?
Good. Do you work in a bank? So number 1, do you work in a bank? Good. Number 2, the verb is study. Sally is a good student. She's something very hard.
She studies very hard.
Good. She studies, I-E-S, studies very hard. Number 3, take. They a shower every morning.
They take a shower.
Good. They take a shower every morning. 4 is have. Bill doesn't have a pet. Good, because it has X, so he doesn't have negative. Bill doesn't have a pet. And 5, we
don't go to school.
Good. Don't go to school on Sundays. We don't go to school on Sundays. Okay, that's a bit better. Sorry. All right, we don't go to school on Sundays. All right, next one. We have to check and correct the mistakes. There is one correct sentence. So number 6, I think Harry Potter is an interesting book. What is wrong? Good. Harry Potter must have a capital H and a capital P because it is a name, proper noun. Number 7, do you get mail every day?
Correct.
Good. It is a correct sentence. Starts with a capital, ends with a question mark, and the grammar is correct. All right. Number 8, Mr. Smith teaches we English twice a week.
Us.
Teaches us English twice a week. Good. Number 9, are this your brother's toy cars?
Brothers apostrophe.
Oh no. It is this you have to change.
Or these.
Yes, are these, because this is one, these are many, so are these your brother's toy cars? Number 10, look at that elephant. Its ears are so big. Yes. Good. No apostrophe. No apostrophe, so just ITS. Its ears are so big. No apostrophe. Its ears are so big. All right, number 11. We have to write the sentence using the correct form of the verb to be. So this one is affirmative. It does happen. So this cute puppy is hers. Good. So make sure you start with a capital T. This cute puppy is hers. Number 12. We have to make a question. Is your teacher
from England?
Good. Is your teacher from England? 13. Question again. Go, Ellie.
Are there many islands in
Islands. Good. Are there many islands in Indonesia? Are, because we're talking about plural. Islands is plural. So are there many islands in Indonesia? 14. Negative. Something that you can't do. I
am not a fast runner.
Good. I am not a fast runner. And 15. Negative again. You
aren't in
Good. You aren't in 4th grade. You aren't in 4th grade. All right, so that was homework. Unit number 7. All right, so let's start today's lesson. So we are going to do page 34. All right, today we are doing present simple and frequency adverbs. Quickly, what is an adverb? Adverb. It adds something to a verb. Good, that's why it's called an adverb. Adverb. All right, let's do number 2. Number 2 on page 34. Number 2 on page 34. So we have to circle the verb in the present simple tense. Present simple tense. Number 2. Mr. Jones doesn't teach Japanese. He teaches English. Teaches, good. Teaches. Number 3. My dad usually watches news on television. Watches, good. So circle watches. 4. Amy always sings beautifully. Amy always sings beautifully. Good. Sing. Sings. Number 5. I usually go to the park with my dog on Sundays. Sundays? No. I usually go to the park with my dog on Sundays. What is the verb? Go. Yes, go. No, it doesn't matter. Doesn't have to have an S. Verbs. Number 6. John doesn't listen to pop music. He only listens to classical music. Listens, good. All right, so let's do page 35. 35. We have to write always, usually, often, sometimes, or never. So they are called frequency adverbs. Frequency adverbs. That means frequency adverbs. That means how many times something happens. How many times something happens. For example, Ellie, how often do you have a birthday? What, every year? No, once a year. So you always have a birthday every year. Okay, so that is a frequency. How many times something happens. Frequency adverb. So number 1 says, my friends sometimes play soccer after school. Sometimes. Right, what about number 2? I something do my homework at night. It would be always do my homework at night. I always do my homework at night. What about number 3? My mom something cooks dinner for us. Yeah, my mom always cooks dinner for us. That's okay. My mom always cooks dinner for us. Number 4, my teacher something wears a skirt. Now, you can have anything. You could have, my teacher never wears a skirt. Or my teacher often wears a skirt. Good. Often wears a skirt. Never wears a skirt. Usually wears a skirt. Is all correct. Number 5. My dad something drives to work. Same. Okay, my dad always drives to work. Or you could have my dad sometimes drives to work. My dad never drives to work if he takes a bus or a train. Number 6. We something eat out on Sundays. We always eat out on Sundays. We never eat out on Sundays. Sometimes. All correct. Usually? Okay, so we usually. So there's no wrong answer here. There's no wrong answer. Number 7. What about you? I get up early. I sometimes get up early. I never get up early.
I sometimes get up.
Okay, I sometimes get up early. For me, I always get up early. And number 8. This is about you again. Go to bed early on Sunday night. I always go to bed early. I sometimes go to bed early.
I usually.
All right, I usually go to bed on Sundays. All right, these ones you can just fill out for whatever your answer is. All right, I'm going to erase this, so make sure you have written down. All right, let's do the next one. Frequency adverbs with be, the verb to be. Now look at number 1. We are never late for class. We are never late for class. So again, we have to write always, usually, often, sometimes, or never. All right, number 2. Babies are something sad. Babies are something sad. Often sad? No. Usually. Sometimes sad. Babies are sometimes sad. Maybe when they are hungry or... So they're sometimes sad. Number 2, babies are sometimes sad. Number 3, the sky is... What would be most correct here? Starts with you. Yeah, the sky is usually blue, except if it's raining. So the sky is usually blue, number 3. And number 4, it is something very windy in my town. It is always windy in my town. It is never windy, sometimes. What about sometimes? It is sometimes very windy in my town. Not all the time, just sometimes. It is sometimes windy in my town. Number 5. I am something hungry in English class. I am always hungry in English class. I am never, what? Always. All right, I am always hungry. I am always hungry in English class. All right, number 6. My English class is something fun. Never fun, sometimes fun, usually fun. Usually fun, good. My English class is usually fun. And last one, number 7. My friends are something at the library in the evening. Never at the library in the evening. Sometimes. Always. Sometimes. All right. My friends are sometimes at the library in the evenings. Sometimes. Good. Good. All right. So that was 35. Page 35. All right. Have a look at page 36. Now, we have to make some sentences here. Now, we have the words, we just have to write the sentences in the correct order. So number 1 was, we often go to the movies. Often go to the movies. All right, number 2 is... Number 2.
Usually do my homework at the school.
Good. I usually do my homework
At the school.
Homework after school. I usually do my homework after school. I usually do my homework after school. Good. All right, so make sure you write the sentence here. Make sure you write the sentences out. All right, so number 3.
My brother is always hungry.
Good. My brother is always hungry. My brother is always hungry. Good. My brother is always hungry. My brother is always hungry. All right, number 4. Baseball?
Or
Yes?
never bored.
Oh, good. Baseball games are never boring. Baseball games are never boring. Number 4, baseball games are never boring. All right, I'm just going to erase 2 and 3, so make sure you have written these down. Number 2, I usually do my homework after school. Number 3, my brother is always hungry. Number 4, baseball games are never boring. All right, number 5, I'll do here. Number 5. Number 5 is my Oh.
on the weekend.
My friends, hang on. My friends.
Go swimming.
Okay, so this one you have to change. My friends. Sometimes. Yes, good. My friends sometimes. And then what the verb is go swimming
On
on the
the weekend.
weekend. Good. So number 5, my friends sometimes go swimming on the weekend. Good. Number 5, my friends sometimes go swimming on the weekend. Excellent. All right, now we're doing part B. Part B. Now we have to rewrite the sentences using the frequency adverb. Sometimes, always. All right. I would probably just put a little, that little arrow up and then just put the word in. You don't have to rewrite the whole sentence. All right, if you're doing this at home, what I would suggest is just to put a little thing like this and then write the word in here. Okay, just write the word in here other than write the whole sentence. Okay, so just do that. Do that on this side here. So let's do number 2. Mr. Smith plays golf on Saturdays. Where would usually go? Usually.
Mr. Smith usually.
Good. Mr. Smith usually plays golf. So number 2. Mr. Smith, and then you can put in this. Usually. Mr. Smith usually
Teacher?
plays.
Yeah.
Thank you. But this is not mine. This is who is this? Here, this class. So Mr. Smith, and then usually plays golf on the weekend. All right, so number 3, the word is always. The frequency adverb is always. Lisa writes good stories. Lisa writes good stories. Lisa?
Always.
Always, good. Always writes good stories. Lisa always writes good stories. Good. Number 4, the frequency adverb is sometimes. Kathy's room is clean.
Sometimes.
Good. Kathy's room. Where is sometimes? Where are you putting sometimes?
Sometimes. Last two. Kathy's room is clean sometimes.
Okay. You can do that, or you can have it here. Kathy's room is sometimes clean. Sometimes clean. Sometimes clean. All right. Number 5. I'm going to run out of room here. Number 5 is often. Does Sam get up late? Does Sam?
Often get up.
Good. Does Sam? And here, often. Often. Does Sam often get up late? Number 6, the frequency adverb is usually. My dad is tired after work.
My dad is usually tired after work.
Good. My dad is, and then this one, usually tired. My dad is usually tired after work. All right, I'm going to rub off 2, 3, 4. So number 7, often. Does your mom work on Sundays?
Does your mom often work?
Oh, very good. Does your mom often work on Sundays? Does your mom often work on Sundays? Very good. Number 8, always. Mr. Brown is very busy.
Mr. Brown is always very busy.
Good. Mr. Brown is always very busy. Mr. Brown is always very busy. All right, last one we have is never. I am late for school.
I'm never late
Good. I am never late for school. All right, so number 7. Does your mom often work on Sundays? Number 8. Mr. Brown is always very busy. And number 9. I am never late for school. All right, last page 37, last page. All right, I'm going to erase this to make sure you have the answers. All right, now we have to circle the correct words about monkey food. Monkey food. All right, I'm Jungle Jones. I live with monkeys. Monkeys always like to eat. So just circle the word always like to eat. Monkeys are usually very healthy eaters. They usually eat fruits and leaves. Sometimes monkeys eat insects. Monkeys never eat hamburgers or potato chips. Monkey food often has more vitamins and minerals than people food. Very good. And that's the end. That's the end. All right, so all you have to do is just circle the words for the box, in the box, just circle the words. All right, so they are frequency adverbs. Often, usually, sometimes, never, always. All right, so that was your student book. So now we are going to do workbook. And we are doing page 37. So workbook 37, 38, and 39. Thank you. 37, 38, and 39. All right, so make sure you have your workbook. This is the gray book. All right, so lesson 8. Again, we are going to practice our frequency adverbs and simple present. All right. So let's go to page 37. Number 2A, we have to write the correct form of the verb. Okay, all the verbs are on the left-hand side here. So we have to write the correct form of the verb in the sentence. So number 1. The library closes at 8 o'clock. Good. The library closes at 8 o'clock. Closes. Number 2, the verb is go. Jack something hiking with his friends on Saturdays. Jack goes. Good. Jack goes hiking with his friends on Saturdays. Number 3, the verb is fly. Sam and I something kites together. Fly. Good. It doesn't change. Sam and I fly kites together. Number 4, the verb is watch. So look, watch. My grandma something the sunset every day.
Watches.
Good. Watches the sunset. So we have to put ES. My grandma watches the sunset every day. Number 5 is laugh. My baby sister something a lot. Laughs. Good. My baby sister laughs a lot. Number 6, the verb is take. I something pictures of birds on weekends. I take. Good. It doesn't change. I take pictures of birds on weekends. All right. Number 7, 2 more to go. Finish. The verb finish. Mike's dad something work at 6 o'clock.
Mike's dad
Finishes. Good. ES. Finishes work at 6 o'clock. Finishes. And number 8, the verb is stay. They blank at home on weekends. They stay at home on weekends. Good. It doesn't change. They stay at home on weekends. Very good. All right, make sure you have your answers. I'll just go over these while you're writing. So number 1 is the library closes at 8 o'clock. Jack goes hiking with his friends. Sam and I fly kites together. Number 4, My grandma watches the sunset every day. 5, my baby sister laughs a lot. S, laughs. Number 6, I take pictures of birds on weekends. Number 7, Mike's dad finishes work at 6 o'clock. And last one, they stay at home on weekends. All right, I'm just going to erase. So if you need to write, please pause. All right, now we have to do part B. We have to rewrite the sentence using the frequency adverb. Frequency adverb. Always, never, sometimes, usually. So number 2, they go on a picnic on Sundays often. So number 2. Good. They often go on a picnic, blah, 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 blah. Okay? You can write, oh, there's that light again. So if you can't see it, it says they often go on a picnic on Sundays. They often go on a picnic on Sundays. All right, number 3. My bird is noisy at night.
My bird is sometimes noisy.
Good. My bird is sometimes noisy, blah, 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 blah. Okay? Sometimes. My bird is sometimes noisy at night. Number 4.
Michelle never watches TV.
Oh, good. Michelle never watches DVDs. Michelle never watches DVDs during the week. So never. Michelle never watches. Okay, number 5. The subway is crowded in the morning.
The subway is often crowded.
Good. The subway is often crowded, blah, 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 in the morning. The subway is often crowded in the morning. And number 6, Jason's dad cooks for his family.
Jason's dad sometimes.
Good. Jason's dad sometimes cooks for his family. So sometimes. All right, so number 2, they often go on a picnic on Sundays. Number 3, my bird is sometimes noisy at night. Number 4, Michelle never watches DVDs during the week. Number 5, the subway is often crowded. And last one, number 6, Jason's dad sometimes cooks for his family. All right, if you need to pause the video, please do so now because I'm going to erase. All right, so let's do page 38. All right, 38, we have to do part C. Choose and write about you. This is about you and your family. Now we have to use the verbs on the left-hand side of the page, all right? So we have a list of the verbs here. And we have the frequency adverbs at the top, They are always, usually, often, sometimes, and never. All right, so just for example, number 1 is walk. I always walk to school. I always walk to school. All right, so what you have to do at home is just write your answers about you and your family. So number 2, keep. Ellie, what do you have for keep?
We usually keep our classroom clean.
Good. We usually keep our classroom clean. Number 3 is be. We, something bored in science. We are always bored in science class. What did you have, Ellie, for science?
We are sometimes bored.
Good. We are sometimes bored in science class. We are sometimes bored in science class. Number 4, my brother or my sister. Something computer games. So my brother, my sister always plays computer games. Always plays computer games. Ellie, what did you have?
My sister never plays computer.
All right, my sister never plays computer games. Good. My sister never plays computer games. Number 5 is the verb to be. So my parents are
Often proud.
good. My parents are often proud of me. So my parents are often proud of me. All right, number 6 is the verb is bake. My mom, what did you have, Ellie?
Never bakes.
My mom never bakes cookies. Never bakes cookies. Good. My mom never bakes cookies. So make sure you change the verb to S. Bakes cookies. Number 7 is drive. My dad, Ellie?
Always drive to work.
Good. My dad always drives to work. Always drives to work. Number 8 is the verb to be. My grandma, Ellie?
Is usually kind.
Good. My grandma is usually kind to everyone. My grandma is usually kind to everyone. And number 9, last one, the verb is to get up. My grandpa often gets up early every day. Gets up early every day. Make sure you have the S. Gets up early every day. All right. So those ones you just have to do about you and your family. All right. So let's do D. We have to write the sentences in the correct word order. So number 2. Let's write these down. So number 2. Ellie, what did you have?
I often take a walk with my dog.
Oh, good. I often take a walk with my dog. I often take a walk with my dog. I often take a walk with my dog. All right, number 3. Sarah.
Sarah never fights with her brother.
Good. Sarah never fights with her brother. Sarah never fights with her brother. Sarah never fights with her brother. Never. Number 4. The restaurant.
Is often very crowded.
Good. The restaurant is often very crowded. Good. Number 4, the restaurant is often very crowded. All right, number 5, last one. My cats.
My cats are always friendly.
Good. My cats are always friendly. Friendly to people. All right, so let's go over these again. Number 2, I often take a walk with my dog. Number 3, Sarah never fights with her brother. Number 4, the restaurant is often very crowded. And number 5, my cats are always friendly to people. All right, that is page 38 finished. All right, last page, page 39, last page. All right, we have to circle the correct choice. So page 39, 3A, circle the correct word. Number 1, is that your house? Good. Is that your house? No, it isn't. Is that your house? No, it isn't. Number 2, this is Sarah's new bike. Good. This is Sarah's new bike. And B, can I ride it? Can I ride it? Good. Number 3, my mom
Always drinks.
Good. My mom always drinks coffee in the morning. So number 3, always drinks coffee in the morning. Number 4, these streets.
Or
Good.
usually they're clear.
Good. Now these streets, because it's plural S, streets, you have to use are usually. So these streets are usually very crowded on weekends. Number 5,
I am sometimes late for English.
Good. I am sometimes late for English class. Number 5, I am sometimes late for English class. All right, number 6, my teacher.
My teacher never forgets my mistakes.
Good. My teacher never forgets my mistakes. My teacher never forgets my mistakes. All right, just quickly go over those again. Number 1, is that your house? No, it isn't. Number 2, this is Sarah's new bike. Can I ride it? Number 3, my mom always drinks coffee in the morning. Number 4, these streets are usually very crowded on weekends. Number 5, I am sometimes late for English. And number 6, my teacher never forgets my mistakes. Never forgets my mistakes. All right, now we're going to do B. B, page 39. B. We have to complete the sentence, of course, using affirmative, negative, or question. Circle is affirmative. X is negative, not true, negative, not true, and question. So number 1 is not true with the verb go. Ellie, they
don't go.
They don't go to church on Sundays. So number 1, they don't go to church on Sundays. They don't go to church on Sundays, and that light is again in the way. They don't go to church on Sundays. Number 2, we have to make a question. So there are 2 here. We have to make a question. So the verb is, or the verb to do something. What is it?
Does Michelle do homework?
Good. Does Michelle do homework? Do her homework at the library. Does Michelle do her homework at the library? Does Michelle do her homework at the library? Number 3, the verb is drive, and it is affirmative. My parents.
Parents drive to work every day.
Good. My parents drive to work every day. My parents drive to work every day. Number 4 is the verb to be. I, negative.
I'm not.
I am not. I am not a good pianist. I am not a good pianist. All right, Ellie, number 5 is affirmative, play.
She plays.
Oh, good. She plays basketball with her friends after school. She plays basketball with her friends after school. And the last one, number 6, is the verb to be, and we have to make a question. Oh, very good. Are they happy today? Are they happy today? All right, let's quickly just go over those again. Number 1, they don't go to church on Sundays. Number 2, does Michelle do her homework at the library? Number 3, my parents drive to work every day. Number 4, I am not a good pianist. And number 5, she plays basketball. She plays, oh, that's a terrible P. She plays basketball with her friends after school. And number 6, are they happy today? Are they happy today? All right, now we have last 5 questions. Last 5 questions. We have to find the mistake. 1 is correct, so one of them is correct. All right, number 1, these are my pets.
Correct.
Oh, very good. So number 1 is correct. So just give it a check or a circle. Number 1 is okay. These are my pets. Okay. Number 2, Jenny don't like milk.
Doesn't.
Good. Jenny doesn't. Jenny doesn't like milk. Number 3, our octopus has 8 legs.
On.
Very good. An octopus. An octopus has 8 legs. Number 4, Mary does often her homework in the living room.
For homework often.
Good. Mary, hang on, say that again.
Mary does her homework often.
Okay. There's two you can have here. Mary often does. Mary often does her homework in the living room. And you had Ellie, Mary.
Does her homework often.
Correct. Okay, so there's two sentences. Mary often does her homework in the living room, or Mary does her homework often in the living room. Okay, both correct. Both correct. And number 5, last one. Jason has a jacket. His jacket is blue and white. His jacket, yes. His jacket is blue and white. Capital H as well. His jacket is blue and white. All right, excellent. Good job. That is all we have time for today. So just remember, we were doing My Next Grammar for our 2BS class student book and workbook. Now make sure you do your homework for Unit 8 in the student book. It is on page 113. It's just a quiz to help you practice. Okay, that's all we have time for. So until next time, bye for now.
Today a reader, tomorrow a leader. SSET Englishtown.